What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to this thing. I hate both of these teams with a passion, but you know, I gotta do it. I have to. Well, I don't have to, but it would just be recommended. But I'm gonna pick the team that I think is gonna win, and it's gonna be the Ravens. So there you go. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Welcome in, everybody.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and we are underway from Cincinnati. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Really? First play of the day, he gets hurt.
Dalton throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Here now the offense for the Bengals.
Out wide they have A.J. Green, who can run every route you want on the route tree and take the top off the defense with his speed and has the length to go over the top of people to catch the ball. But maybe the most impressive thing about him, the only wide receiver ever to be a Pro Bowler in his first 7 years in the NFL.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. It's Joe Flacco leading him out, the leading passer in Raven franchise history in his 11th season now out of Delaware.
Throughout his career, he's been tough, hard-nosed, and certainly durable. Only 6 starts missed in his first 10 seasons and played 16 games 9 times. But for the first time in his career, a little competition headed his way with first-round pick Lamar Jackson from Louisville set to contest for the #1 job.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. The first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Michael Johnson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Flacco from midfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Flacco here on 2nd down. Man open left side is Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down Ravens as Flacco finds the former Cardinal John Brown. A red zone 1st down for Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
I'm focused on Preston Brown, and I think anyone playing offense has to be focused on him as well. An absolute tackling machine in 2017, tied for the NFL lead with 144 tackles. This guy knows how to diagnose plays and get ball carriers on the ground.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a give to Collins. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. On 3rd down, this is Collins. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays and only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief.
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and we're in all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different
long
story.
night.
And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Still going strong at age 33 in this secondary is Eric Weddle. 6 interceptions, tied for third in the NFL in 2017, but that's just a small part of what he does. Plays the run very well, has great intelligence in the secondary, make sure everyone's organized and in the right spots, and has the instincts to break a play when necessary and create a bigger one.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Carson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. Yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Well, partner, let's prognosticate about Baltimore's upcoming season. They'll host Buffalo in Week 1. What do you think of Joe Flacco and the Ravens this year?
Well, I think that Joe Flacco had a tremendous offseason. Of course, that was precipitated by the drafting of Lamar Jackson out of Louisville. Gave him extra motivation. But for them to get back to the playoffs, remember, they've missed 4 of the last 5 years. They've got to get back to truly playing Baltimore Ravens football. That's being physical on offense. Alex Collins running the ball. Orlando Brown now a right tackle, moving people. And then on defense, attacking the quarterback with Terrell Suggs. And Eric Weddle and his beard patrolling center field.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. First and 10 here for Flacco. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's a first down run with Collins. Look at the spin. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Second down, Flacco now. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll them out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. So a field goal apiece, that's all we have here in this first quarter. 3-all the score. We'll return to Cincinnati after this. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option. That was hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And now to the air, Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, and now the confidence is starting to rise.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They go play action here on 1st down. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green from 10 yards out. And the Bengals are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here comes Grant on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now here come the Ravens. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action, Flacco. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Now, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field, and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Here's Collins. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Flacco. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, 35 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw it one deep.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
We're good. We're good.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To throw here, Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Dalton again. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This will be Dalton again. And that is incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, gives us a chance to get Charles Super Bowl picks. We've done this the last couple years going into week one. Who do you have this season?
Well, it wouldn't surprise anyone at all for Philadelphia and New England to do it again, this time in Atlanta. But I think it's going to be a couple of different teams out of both divisions, or both conferences, I should say. I think coming out of the NFC, I really like Atlanta.
Wow.
I think they're going to get back to the Super Bowl again. At the AFC, I think it's going to be Pittsburgh. And ultimately, I'm taking Atlanta to hoist the trophy.
And you know where the Super Bowl is this year.
It is in Atlanta.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Dalton now to pass. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Dalton on the draw to mix it. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Room to run past midfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Flacco now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Crabtree the target on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The return man is Grant. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A good pickup there at 22. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first, they go right back to Collins. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Flacco, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, it's Collins. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to think my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Let's make a quick pivot here to revisit a topic from the last couple of weeks. We've been discussing, well, which rookie starters are going to be in there week 1. It appears to be only one right now, Sam Darnold of New York, correct?
That sounds correct based on what we've heard from the different teams. All of them have made their announcements and their proclamations about their starter. And Sam Darnold's going to get the ball to begin. But for me, it's how long will he remain the only rookie starter? I don't know it would be terribly long. I look in Buffalo, I think Josh Allen will get his shot fairly early. I look in Arizona, I think Josh Rosen the same, depending on how their teams come out of the gate. And at some point, Baker Mayfield will play this year for the Cleveland Browns.
Seems to be more pressure each year on these franchises to get the rookies in there early, doesn't it?
It certainly does. When you're spending that type of draft capital, that type of money, we don't wait nearly as long, and the good coaching staffs meet these kids halfway with what they did in college and turn them loose in the NFL.
And take it right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Ravens, they'll take over. John Brown now heading back onto the field as he gets set to go here. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's going deep for Brown. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Flacco. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. 3rd down here. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On second down, Flacco to throw. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Flacco to throw here on third down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Setting up to throw Flacco. Drops it underneath for Collins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They get it to him running left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Now, after the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up first and 10 at the 34. From the gun, Flacco. Looking deep for Crabtree. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Caught by Snead over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Looking for 2 yards here on third down. Flacco. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And this one is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a play fake here on first down. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And another juke. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He was looking for Crabtree that time. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Dalton throwing on second down. And Green with a catch left side. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. So Dalton now. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Bullock will put this one through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Caught left side, Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Flacco from the gun. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run with Collins. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Vincent Ray, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Passing play, Flacco. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Andy Dalton voids the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block a field goal, you don't mind this weather. All right, the rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire in the snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down maybe a fraction of a second. And a fraction of a second and a field goal try, that can be all the difference.
I love how you described that. Everything slows down, but it's a deliberate slowdown, isn't it? Because everyone's trying to be more careful and more deliberate to make sure it's executed.
Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Steps away to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up second down. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
It was Ryan Glasgow who got him down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On third down, that's Collins. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? There's always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now the Bengals on third down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. A handoff to Mixon, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Kevin Huber now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now Joe Flacco and the offense heading back out onto the field. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. And able to find John Brown. 23 yards on the play. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. And they are able to spike this in time. And that is going to set up a field goal try that one way or the other will decide this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.
They just reached maximum bungle. Dang. They easily could have won. I threw 5 interceptions, I think. No, 4 interceptions. Quarterback rating is 50.9. Andy Dalton was 96.9. Both quarterbacks threw a touchdown. Alex Collins, 16 carries, 51 yards. Joe Mixon, 10 for 6. Bernard, 7 for 16. Joe Flacco, 2 for 4. Which got a clutch first down, which ended up resulting in a missed field goal. 2 for -1. 1 for 0. Kenneth Dixon, 1 for -2. Receiving, John Brown, 7 catches, 164 yards and a touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 6 for 97. Nick Boyle, 5 for 74. AJ Green, 4 for 30 and his only touchdown. Max Williams, 3 for 45. Willie Snead, 2 for 25. Crabtree, 2 for 34. Hurst, 2 for 27. Bernard, 2 for 14. John Ross, 2 for 43. Tyler for 1 for 5. Alex Collins. Okay, yeah. Drake Kirkpatrick got a pick.